my soul left reality, would there be a border? Would there be a gate with a key? If I left this galaxy looking for answers, maybe the truth would set me free. Wandering souls, where do they go? Trapped in a tree, do you hear their screams? Wandering souls, where do they go? Cut down a tree, do you see them bleed?
Hi, my name's Tim Gill. I'm here at the Courtyard Studios at the London Distillery, talking with Essence Martins. Essence, hi, thanks for coming in.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Really looking forward to your set later.
I'm excited as well.
You're going to be playing 5 songs.
Yes.
Guitar, vocals, and you've got 2 fantastic backing vocalists.
Yes.
How long have you guys been performing together?
I want to say 2 years. I feel like it's been, yeah.
Is it 2
feels
years?
Like longer. But yeah, I met Hayden in uni. We like met through like this choir group at uni, and then I met Alison like through a friend, and yeah, it's just like we've kind of stuck together. Yeah, they're like family, so it's awesome.
And when you're writing the songs and performing the songs, are these new ones, old ones? Do you work them together? Do they come in on top of what you've done?
The songs are a mix, some are old, some are new, but I usually, like, I write songs and I kind of hear harmonies while I'm writing, and then like I'll show them to Hayden and Alison, and they'll like already have their own harmonies, and like usually it's aligned, and when it's not, we kind of like figure out how best to like, yeah, I guess make the song better.
Can you tell us a little bit about your journey into music and where you started to today?
Yeah, absolutely. So I want to say I started getting in, like I started teaching myself piano when I was like 17, 18. And yeah, I just kind of became obsessed with it. And I remember being in 6th form, and there was like this little music room, and like I just wanted to be in there all the time. I didn't want to talk to anyone. I didn't want to leave. And it kind of grew from there. And then I went to uni in the States. I was playing a lot of tennis when I grew up. So I guess my original trajectory was to be a tennis player. And so I studied in North Carolina doing like sciences. I was doing biology and sports science, but lockdown happened. So I got the chance to come back and just really think about what I wanted to do with my life. And yeah, it wasn't to become like a physiotherapist, it was to be a musician. And so yeah, broke the news to my parents, and they were like, what? But yeah, they when I actually got into uni to do music, they were like, okay.
So where did you study? Which university did you go to?
So I studied at ICMP, which is the Institute of Contemporary Music and Performance. It's a mouthful, and that's in Kilburn, northwest London.
And that journey, was that a successful journey? Did it fulfill your expectations?
I think I was just so excited to be doing something that I loved, and it was like totally my choice that I kind of threw myself into it. All the master classes and like just trying to connect with as many people as possible. And so I feel like I got a lot out of it, even though it was during lockdown, but it was the best for me.
So from an early age up until now, you've always had that as a passion. It wasn't your main focus, but then it took over as such.
Well, no, I've always loved music, but I never like played music growing up. I had like a few piano lessons when I was younger, but like never really took to it. And because I think I was playing so much tennis. I have a twin sister, and like we played all the time, and we were taken out of school to like be professional tennis players, so doing anything else we just didn't have the time. And so it was only until doing my A-levels where I like had to really focus on studying that I kind of found an escape.
Well, who would you say, were your biggest influences as an artist?
I think it's so interesting because growing up it's been very different to like the artists I listen to now. I think growing up, like my dad was a DJ, and my mum always loved music, so we'd listen to a lot of soul music, a lot of like hip hop and R&B. And then like when I kind of found music for myself, I remember becoming obsessed with Paramore and finding all of these different folk artists as well. I remember hearing Phoebe Bridgers for the first time and being like, whoa, I didn't know you could make songs like this. And then, yeah, it kind of just grew, and now I listen to a lot of folk, a lot of indie, still love R&B, still love soul, and I think in a weird way, like the music that I used to listen to has kind of influenced me a little bit by accident. So it's kind of like this blend of,
I mean,
like,
everything
soul,
that you
folk.
sort of digest, it
Yeah,
affects you,
yeah.
you know. So you've got a very distinctive sound, you know, incorporating the genres we've just been discussing. How do you stay authentic in a music industry that sort of demands commercialism?
That's a really good question. I think I'm really uncomfortable doing anything that doesn't feel like me. And even though sometimes it might feel like I'm unsure of myself, like you kind of know what you want, even if you don't know that you know what you want. I don't know if that makes sense. So yeah, it's just like, I guess I lean towards sounds and lyrics that I like. And when it comes to visuals, it's the same thing. Like you kind of just know what you like and you do that.
What about when you're playing? Is there like a performance that you've done which is like a really memorable one for you that stands out amongst others?
Yeah, absolutely. Oh my gosh. I opened for Rachel Chinariri at Coco this year.
Oh yes.
Which is absolutely mental because like her fans are like so sweet and so supportive. I remember going on stage and like the battery fell out of my guitar, and so I was just like, oh my god, I've like messed it up already. And like the battery was on the floor and I was like going to pick it up and someone at the front was like, don't worry, we didn't see anything, you're good. And I was just like, oh my god.
Then the hands get sweaty,
Yeah,
the guitar goes out of tune. It's like a nightmare.
I was like, it's a mess, but they were like, you got this. And then like, yeah, like I came off stage forgetting anything wrong happened, and it was just, yeah, it was such a surreal experience.
Well, we heard it was a fantastic performance.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. I hope so. But yeah, no, I had so much fun, and yeah, Rachel really champions so many Black indie artists, and so it was just such an honour to open for her.
What are you working on at the moment that we can expect to be coming out soon with some recordings? You've got Mrs. Right coming up, is that right?
Yeah, so Mrs. Right is my next single. And yeah, it's kind of a slightly different sound, still in the world of what I do, but I'm really excited for people to hear that one.
And any performances coming up that people can look forward to and get out there and see?
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm playing a gig next Wednesday at the Grace in Islington. I've got like support shows coming up, so like, yeah, if you check out my Instagram, I'll be posting about them all the time.
Well, we're gonna be following you with a keen eye over the coming months and years. We're looking forward to your performance tonight. We're at live session, small audience coming in. You know, we heard you in the sound check, the vocals, the backing vocals, it all sounds wonderful, and you know, we're really looking forward to you performing tonight.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for talking to us, and you know, it's a pleasure. I'm Tim Gill for the Courtyard Studios here at the London Distillery with Essence Martins. Thanks for listening.